Hello, everybody, and thank you for listening to another episode of It's On Us podcast. On today's episode, we have a very special guest joining our show today. Don't call him an activist. Mr. Darius, DJ D-Grind Winborn, stops by and talks about all his community-related projects and talks about neighbor working instead of networking. So, check out what he has to say and enjoy the episode.
This is the new guy. It's the new guy. This is a whole new podcast.
And that right there is why we don't let John do the introduction to the podcast.
It's on us. We retired. They retired. I'm sorry.
Welcome everybody to the It's On Us podcast. It's your guy Jake bringing y'all in today. As usual, we got the crew. Gabe, Mr. Strader, he's on some shit today.
He's new.
I'm on water.
Mr.
Alkaline water.
I'm a brand new one. I'm a brand new guy.
Mr. Osh, we don't have Cliff today. He's out being dad. Supporting the soccer son.
You said he's out being bad.
Dad of the Year award. You gotta
supporting
win.
his son.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then we got a very, very special guest.
Interesting guest.
Man of many hats. But don't call him an activist though. He don't like that.
Can't do that.
Mr. Darius DJ D-Grind Winborn.
Yeah. You know what it is. What is good, everybody? I like that intro. That was good. I just had to give you a little bit of ad-libs to it.
I like the ad-libs.
All the way.
But welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for welcoming me. I love the hospitality. It's real.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, we just had to bring you on because, like, you're doing so many things for us, and it's like, we got to talk to this guy. Let's see what he's about, though. Like, so this is a little deeper, in-depth conversation with you. So,
Most definitely. It was good.
Yeah, unbeknownst to y'all, I already knew Mr. D-Grind.
Yeah,
you didn't tell us that, though.
Me and Gabe already
We go way back. Yeah, we go way back.
already with some levels.
So, like I said, he knows Harv. And when me and Harv were, really close, he was around Harv a lot, too,
And to give you a backstory of Harv, I knew Harv because he is actually stepbrothers to my cousin Aaron.
Yes.
Shout out to Aaron on Facebook. Shout out to my cousin. Yeah.
About what? I would say 16, maybe 17.
Yeah. Because 2016, that was a good year.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Our King Di James.
Hell yeah. 16 was legendary.
Yeah, it was.
17 wasn't that bad either. But yeah, we go way back. And I didn't want to tell everybody, when he sent that long ass bio. I'm like, all right, well, I already know half of the shit about his ass.
I went on a walk and then I was like, man, I gotta get that bio over to Jacob. I was like, man, I just put the phone out. I just started going. And then I walked 2 blocks and I was like, let's go back to our apartment.
okay, so for the people that don't know you, man, like, tell us who you are, man.
Man. Shoot, like you said, Darius, DJ D, Grind Winborn, GetMotiv. Every time, I'm a child of Lorain, Ohio, Lorain County. Shoot, man, grandma. I'm just to give you how you get. Grandma, 15, 16 years old, got pregnant by a man in his 20s. Jackson, Mississippi, moved her up to the east side of Cleveland. Left her, peaced out in the hood. Rest in peace, my cousin Minnie Wade. She picked her up and moved out here to Lorain. Minnie Wade later on went to help create early college for Lorain County LCCC. Her face is actually in that building, that Bass building, where they used to do admissions and all that. It looked different now, but her name's up in there.
Deep rooted.
She's in the rafters. That's what's up.
So she picked up Linda Price from that East Cleveland hood, moved her to Lorain, Ohio. From there, she had an apartment. She was carrying a toddler by Lisa Price. She grew, that Lisa Price and my mom. She grew up in Lorain, Ohio. But she met my pops, a real one, with a bunch of other relatives, the Winborns.
I know your pops are real because he made you.
Man, then you already know it.
Yeah,
Shout out to Big Sherm. Shout out to Big Sherm. We'll get to him, but my mom, they grew up. Admiral King, 82, 85 graduations. They knew each other, but didn't rock with each other. He was from the projects. Grandma grew up a little different, a little black Southern belle. with some mistake, but you come how I go. That's history. That's just how the real of it. And from there, they linked up eventually after high school, and they produced me. So I come West Side Lorraine, but I taught to go every side, every part. You have problems, oh well, handle that. Don't let it go too far. And if you really need me, let me know. But I'm gonna go out here and run. So we're gonna go the South Side, West Side, East Side. We're gonna go to Cleveland, Elyria. Keep your ball. Don't have me come over here and find your ball. So get your ball back. So that's where I come from. Parents divorced, moved around a little bit, played sports coming up, flag football at the Y right there on Tower Boulevard. If any of y'all know Lorraine, Ohio, and where the Y used to be, it's no longer there. They left us.
Right. Unfortunately,
with Avon, damn it,
disappointing.
Man, that shit would be so lit if it was so there.
It can always come back though in a different form though, but
it can, but they can't change who they want to be now.
Yeah,
who the YMCA is now.
Yes, it's too late. Yeah, it's fine.
But the people who have that building now on Tower Boulevard, that they're doing some good things. Shout out to Open Door. Shout out to Joe Gonzalez. So yeah, man, that's who I am. A child of sports activities in Lorraine, Ohio. A bunch of different summer programs held at Masson. All the other schools that used to be knocked down.
Yep,
all them summer programs. All them ones where you got dropped off and you was there for like 8 to 10 hours going to the soccer academy and all these other random field trips, coming right back and playing kickball all day and then doing a little bit of learning, all that stuff. I come from them programs. And then I actually was in one of them programs and went there one morning and the doors was locked.
Dang.
So I've been experienced of being a youngin' and being part of some great programs, and then you just no longer there. So
wow,
man, I'm all about Lorraine because I just changed my ways and my outlooks on life, and man, I'm out here grinding, living by my name, D Grind.
See, because a lot of people, we kind of said this last episode, but they grow up in Lorraine and they resent Lorraine, but you can make so much of it by just grinding, right? Oh yeah, and your perspective is I'm here. Let me do my thing.
Oh, and I done left. I done had that same mindset other people have. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out.
You should get out.
Yeah, you should. You should get cultured. You should find other things. But this is so unique and this is so affordable. You should take a seat.
Right. But no, that's a great point because last episode, Lorraine just has value. It's untapped value. Because how you said, people want to leave and not come back. They're not willing to work harder here when shit's already developed in a major city Miami or something. But you can build shit here. You just gotta try. You just gotta have some initiative.
Yeah, I'm all for people going that's from here. Go out, get your experience, come back, and bring that culture that we don't see here, and rebrand Lorraine.
So, Darius, you said you had to leave. Where are some places that you learned to do what you do now? What are some things you learned on your travels?
Well, and you can call me D Grind.
D Grind?
Yeah, you can call me D Grind.
Okay,
yeah.
I got you.
D Grind.
I remember the episode y'all talked to y'all teacher. He was like, Clark.
Yeah. Clark?
No, his name is Brian. I'm going to keep calling him Brian. All right?
No, that's real because I got I'm sorry, I'm gonna answer your question, but I had someone who was kind of like a counselor back in high school at Lorraine County JVS, Charlotte Hitchens, and I work with her now at Goodwood Industries because she worked with them now, and for real, I still call her Miss Hitchens, but every now and then I want to call her Charla. And sometimes
what do I
I'm she's like, you don't know what you want to call me. I'm like, yeah, I don't. I just respect you.
I feel that.
But you was asking me what again? I'm sorry.
Where did you go in your travels?
Oh, yeah.
And how did you apply it to Lorraine?
Yes, yeah. So a bunch of places. I mean, of course, Cleveland, your nearest biggest city. Of course, I've been there. I've been out of town to the Bay Area, up in North California a little bit, but not DJing, but still helped change my outlook on some things. Phoenix, Arizona, where my mother now resides. She moved out there back in 2007, 2008. And yeah, man, just continue to travel. Even on the road, I've been places like Indiana, Columbus multiple times, going to college campuses, but I didn't go to that college. Eating and talking to people who thought I was in their class or something. I wasn't, but I had the food card or my homie was with me. So that was just as cool as going to LC and then doing that with my homies on the weekend because I felt like people didn't feel like, oh, I know you because we both at Lorraine County. Right. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, yeah, I'm here. But them type of places, and then just listen to OGs. Like,
okay.
And I don't mean just like OGs that's in the street, but like them and like from the people that's actually OGs, like Cousin Minnie Wade, who was telling me about grants and about living off grants and really putting in that work in to earn that living, to live off of grant. But I understand now. Now she gone. It's like, man, got to try to like just.
But she initially gave you like the
here
it is.
Yeah. Now you gotta follow it.
The rest is up to you to like, you know.
And just, you know, even when I was younger on the porch with my pops, around some other people, they talk about all this stuff. You just listen in and you get perspectives when you listen, you know, to other sides, and they're talking about the city, they're talking about community, they're talking about the county, they're talking about stuff that is just like important, but ain't nobody really thinking of the other side. Like, yo, after this, they stood at this other side. Like, well, we got the they ain't connected.
Well, tell us about the Grind League. So, what is the Grind League, and when did it start?
Yo, that's a great question. So, the Grind League is not like a basketball league.
Okay.
Think more like National Urban League mixed with community, just old school churches and groups go out there, host events, welcome everybody, support everybody, let them know about resources and aid, and just be there for them.
Ooh, I like that. Like a networking opportunity in a sense. You think?
Not networking, because we don't have to. You don't have to give us nothing back. Okay. We just want to just give us some support and feedback and the data that we need, so we can just provide and just do cool stuff for everybody.
Neighbor work, I guess, is the best way to say it. Because, because that's what you know. You say it. You want to be community based.
Yeah, I just learned a word from this YouTube channel, social entrepreneurship. Like, and I was like, yeah, because it's entrepreneurship. And you still on your grind, you're still working, still building brands, still networking with people, but at the same time, you doing it for more than just yourself.
The community, for sure.
So the Grind League, at first it just started as something like going back and forth from different places and just being bored over here, and then right before COVID hit, and then boom, COVID hit, things are getting boring, things look like they're gonna dry up, events are getting canceled. I just wanted to do something outside around people that would be fun and conducive. And we started, I sat around with a group of friends in a studio, and we just talked about the possibilities, and nobody was really feeling me because I was just coming back and forth. You know, I was in and out. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, "What you mean? You want to do something?" You know, but I came back. I was like, "I want to do something with the community," because I kept seeing places like Lorraine or things going on in areas that look like Lorraine or were the same size or smaller, and they had some dope stuff popping in the Bay Area and Northern California. They have so many cool just activities and outings and places and things to do, and it's just. Why don't we have that going on in our city?
Why is it not?
Like, it's something as simple as having just a couple bands on a street that's not Main Street or not Broadway, but you still have a collection of people that are willing to do something positive, or just being at a park, coming together, everyone's doing their thing, but we're all together and we're just, doing something different. So I decided I wanted to do something cool in a park, but I wanted to make it active, but I still wanted to have a reason to have a DJ out there just spinning like myself. So I was like, man, let's do a 3-on-3 contest. Let's just book some people to perform if they can, and let's just like possibly play basketball. And I was like, you know what? A lot of people aren't going to play 5-on-5. Let's make it 3-on-3. I didn't know what I wanted to call it. A homie at the time with the same name as me was like, call it Grind League. So I took on that name, and as it went on, I was thinking 3-on-3 basketball and like just performing, but then I was like, well, why not have resources out there? Why not people know about things that are going on? Why not just
at the same time?
Yeah, why not have business people or podcasts or people that just want to see other people in a pandemic? And I don't mean like that, but like it's still a pandemic, but we still need to be social.
Networking is still going on. Yes. Social things are still going on.
We can't stop. We're a small market, but we still got to keep going.
Exactly.
We can't just give up. So
Well, it was so disappointing. Like early COVID, they like took off the rims at like parks and shit. Like, it's like what the fuck?
And I realized they weren't really doing it in Lorraine. I realized that Leary had took some hoops down, so I was like, snap! Like,
don't look at me over here.
I don't know.
That's big.
I didn't know if you felt offended.
That's his home base. Yeah,
that is your home base. Hey, I lived there on Pasadena Avenue, right by Leary Cafe.
First of all, why are you coming at me hot, man?
No, I'm not coming at you.
Because you know you from Elyria.
Hey, but I lived in Elyria too, so I got love out there too, and they treat me like I live out there.
He gives me a hard time because I grew up in Lorraine for 21 years, off of Ashton Tower.
At his disposal, he will reference Elyria faster than he referenced Lorraine.
Absolutely.
Because
in podcast history, maybe, but let's not throw no shade to it now. Like, that's still a homie now. Hey,
I like
Thanks,
that.
Man.
See, I'm the motivator and I'm the
You got to do a little bit of both.
Guys,
But you talk about the Grind League, how you said you wanted to get back to your community and such, bringing performers and stuff like that. This is the third year it's been going on. Mm-hmm. Just this past month and a half, you had the Hoopbus.
Yes.
In Lorraine. Like, how did that come about, and how are some
John didn't go outside, go shoot.
I know.
Possible.
I work at City Hall, and I seen it pull up, right? The first one came up, and we were like, what is that? What's going on? Then the second one came up. I was like, what is these basketball hoops on the buses doing? So the mayor went out there. Actually, I have a funny story.
Tell it.
I watched the mayor get crossed up.
No.
Yes.
Did you feel bad?
I was like,
he got some buckets too, though. Bradley Buckets got some though. He got one.
Bradley Bucket.
Yeah, that's his nickname. After I was in his office with the jersey, the street done gave him a nickname. I didn't tell him that because I don't want to get too boasty for the boat. But yeah.
Euros. But no, so that was really cool. So they're like out of California, I think, right?
Yeah. So they're based out of California and Chicago is their second base, but mainly based. Their home base was LA. Mm-hmm. So they're connected with the NBA. They're associated with them. So they do a lot of great stuff with a lot of different communities. And basically, it was wrapping up All-Star Weekend. I was trying my hardest to get them actually in the city of Lorraine during All-Star Weekend. Something disconnected from Cleveland to just have here. Right. It didn't work out location-wise, but locally it just didn't work out. Yeah, they came in town. They came in over the bridge, if you didn't see. Mm-hmm. So they passed the sign, and we got pictures of that, too.
Nice.
That was on the cover. So, yeah, they come out, they go to communities, and they bridge them together with basketball. So they'll clean up parks. Obviously, we can clean our own parks, but they help renovate them and bring, like, an artistic vibe to them, help you lay out whatever artistic viewpoints you have.
Oh, we about to light this shit. I can't wait.
And give and help lay that out on the ground. And really, they just come in, they sign paperwork, they collab with another nonprofit organization like the Grind League, and they just help get it done. They also help provide aid to it. They don't really come in automatically and just take over anything and call it theirs. That's not what they do. They just work. Help out. Yeah, they just help out, and they help make it sure it lasts and it's good, so that you don't have any hookups from being like our first time and not knowing, not sure. So basically,
like a resource at the same time.
Yeah. So I've had a opportunity to sit with the city hall, the mayor, and the people who write the checks and council members, and talk to them about the possibilities of court renovation. They're actually on board with it, and recently had some talks with the Cavaliers about joining in on that as well. So far, we have Open Door Church and Goodwill Industries of Lorraine County as well being supporters of it. So once we get to actual fundraising, and depending on who wants to cut, how much, and all that, we'll have some more fundraising events. But if we don't need to, based off the millions that the city of Lorraine has to put in towards it, and the proposal basically showed them a way. The proposal basically showed them a way of doing it and doing it correctly and doing it in conjunction with Hoopbus and Project Backboard, so that it's done correctly. And it could be a locations where not only would it increase value of places around there, because we have museum quality art on the park grounds, but I mean, if we have local artists, if we have people who
just those collaborations,
come into town who want to see the parks that they visited, and other artists have done this type of thing,
and join a podcast while they're there too. What?
Yeah, like I mean, because you think about the courts do need fixed. They have the money to do it. They've done it before, but why not do it in a way where it can stay there longer? The quality of the court can be there, and you can have an artistic viewpoint.
I like that. Yeah.
And as well stated in the proposal that I showed them, that from a study, a National Parks Association study, when you increase like art and creativity visually to parks, it makes it more welcoming to women and children. So we already know what kind of kids are usually at parks, and especially if it's more inviting to women and children, you can have different events, you can have different type of things. Heck, if there's a beautiful art down there, you could have a fashion runway down there. So you can do a lot of different things. So, yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Those court renovations, the Grind League, Hoopbus. There's GetMotiv.
Did you write the proposal?
I wrote the proposal. I had to do some studying. I know. It's my first one. It's my first one. So critique me. Go ahead, bring it.
Because I don't obviously that's
my brother
first,
right here. I'm trying to learn.
First proposal I've ever read.
Okay, all right.
It was good. Like I was like,
I didn't know you read, Jacob, but okay.
I was honestly, I was very.
You know he read.
I was very impressed. I was very impressed because of how eloquent and how you were able to get your message evolved to where you could understand it baseline. You don't got to be overly smart to get it. You approached it just so you can be transparent. Also,
because what you sent to me, I sent to him.
He sent it to me too.
And I'm like, read this though. Is this something that we want to be a part of? Does this make sense for the direction that we're going to? And he's like, we gotta.
And there's room in that to increase. Yeah. That's just what I presented off of as you read the introduction, what you just did. So we should meet and we should talk about what. So basically, that's how I have it. But there's a lot of TBA and final decisions that need to be made in it, because ultimately, if one side says, hey, we like what you're doing, you about it, hey, we'll put majority or half into what it is doing, and then one side's like, no, you got it, So, and then the people can know about it. And the Grind League is for the people. It's more than just basketball or sports activities. I wanted to make it about community, about art, about coming together, about information that we all should have, because this, country, city, built people that all look like us, a wide range of people that look different in a room, and putting that work in.
I always say, like, information and communication can save a nation if we all just spread and just talk to each other. And I feel like not enough of us do this, so we can start here and just see where it goes. So right now we're planting this tree. Remember how like early episodes I said like that garden in our mind? This is a part of that garden that we're like.
Tree now?
We're planting. Essentially, we're soil.
Are we a tree now?
Right. We're good soil that like plants seeds, and then we're watering with ideas, information. This guy Jacob is out of control, man. But
no, I feel you all the way on that. And the thing about a garden is too. Garden has to have a lot of different plants, or like if we doing just flowers and plants, I want some aggressive joints in my my garden, not because of anything, but because not because I want to hurt myself, but I want some stuff that got some thorns on it that's still gonna look beautiful. I want some joints that's gonna stand out over there.
I want to be in his flytrap,
and maybe they don't smell great, but damn, they look good, and it's it looked nice next to the fountain with some rocks, and the pretty stuff and the little stuff is nice, but you still gotta have that real and that raw. You still gotta have something that's been a tradition to you. Don't just fill it with a bunch of other stuff. I
like that.
So you talk about the Grind League, but you're also a DJ.
Oh yeah.
Before you ask that, when and where can they find the Grind League at? You
can find the Grind League on Facebook. The like Ohio State, the Grind League.
Nice.
Also on Instagram, Grind League 3x3. 3x3 is the universal now knowledge of 3-on-3. So when you can see that in Olympics and stuff, that's what it's associated by. And that was made by FIBA Federation, the same people who do the FIBA soccer, FIBA basketball. They've actually endorsed the Grind League's 3-on-3 tournament. So a player who has a player profile on FIBA, your points, your win losses, that is recorded and recognized by FIBA 3-on-3. So yeah, they can find us on Instagram and Facebook right now. Working on the website. I know people want the website, but it's expensive to hold a website, and I'm one person. And
so are you trying to build a website?
Yeah, I'm not building it right now, but I got the .org through Google.
Oh.
So I got that right now. I haven't actually
I'm about to
built
plug
a
myself real
page or anything.
quick. Come holler at the Creative Genius brand at creativegeniusbrand.org.
Okay.
And we'll get you together. Information can save a nation. That's what we're about to do. I'm telling you.
about that. No, good. No. So yeah, no. That's. But I do need a website. I don't have one just yet. Just cost. But yeah. So yeah. And then along with the community stuff, we've also hosted some food drives.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And also doing some volunteer work. Man, I'm the one doing volunteer work, but just out here doing a lot of different things. Also doing some volunteer work at Open Door Church with our youth group. Just being a positive homie. I ain't being no pastor or nothing like that. I'm just a positive homie there at the youth group. We got a youth program right now every Monday from 4 to 6:30 at Open Door.
So is that where you do the 3-on-3?
That's where I've been holding kind of like a collab after school program where we do run 3-on-3, but if we have the numbers and we have the people, we'll just play. But yeah, so that's every Monday, and that's for like high school ages or like recently graduated like youngins who just want to come into the old Y and just ball and just shoot around.
Mondays at what time?
4:30 to 6:30 the latest.
I'm gonna start pulling up.
No, he said people just recently graduated.
Bro,
you old. You
listen,
29. So I don't
but my wisdom and information for them.
You're a whack ass.
I don't gotta play. Jacob, don't do this because I bust your ass right now too. So yeah.
Oh no, most definitely pull up. And we actually are gonna have some opportunities where we want to bring in some more entrepreneurs to come.
Not that I want to play. I just want to help mold. Like
I'll be an entrepreneur.
Yeah,
volunteer. You want to volunteer? You say?
Yeah, basically. Like, I'm giving my time to help the next generation.
No, most
so technically we are the OGs passing down.
Technically,
we big uncle age. We ain't old OGs yet, but we big uncle. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so would I be considered big uncle age too?
Not really.
You're on the borderline. I would say borderline. I would say
you said not really. You're giving me a no based
floating.
off that.
He's so
floating.
mentally he's ahead of his generation. So
that's why I'm saying I'm trending yes.
I wouldn't say I'm a uncle OG. I'm just I'm a wiser individual than most people my age.
For his age group, for sure.
Yeah. So Darius, though, real quick. DJ Grind. All right,
D Grind.
Mr. D Grind.
Mr. D Grind. Why don't you consider yourself an activist though?
Yeah.
Because
you're doing so much.
I feel like there's some different connotations.
But he just said he's a social entrepreneur though too. So yeah, I guess that's a better.
Because coming up, listening to my grandmother talk and my late cousin Minnie Way talk, activists was really out here acting wild, like for their cause and for what they believed in. And that's not saying that people aren't being active, but people are active in their own different ways. So obviously, like. I'm not going to call myself an activist if I'm not willing to well, I guess I would be willing to do that, but
would you okay, this is my question for you then. Since you're not an activist, are you willing to die behind what you're doing?
Yeah, because my name is associated to it.
So you're willing to sacrifice yourself for the greater good of something better. In my mind, it's like activists will be able to do that, but there are wild ass activists though.
Right. Like,
yeah, I've met people who call themselves activists, and then I've looked at them and been like, I thought you were Muslim. You just see you dating, and
that's not it.
And we was just talking all this wildness, but we over here trading services for, trying to get high or something like that. You're not handling business. Like you're just doing what you're doing for the homies. Like there's people out here saying they're activists, but they're not really riding for their cause. They're talking down on their people more than they're actually out wanting to be for their people. So I can't call myself no activist. Same way I would never be at the church being positive. I'm not gonna call myself no deacon or no pastor.
No, you can't.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're just doing it.
Never. I'm not
doer.
Right. If someone would ever want to put a title on me, like I said, feel free. But I'm.
He said he don't need one.
As far as when it comes to stature and all that. That I think would be attached to somebody when they gone, because you working on legacy. So after right now I call myself a DJ because you can see the DJ. I'm going to DJ when it's said and done. He was a DJ. But I mean I'm not done being active. I don't know where this could go. So I wouldn't call myself active because I might tomorrow be like, you know what? I want to do less in the community. I want to care less. And I'll sit back. But I don't feel like that. I gotta drive. So
you got this burning inside of you that's like, I gotta do something, but Jacob?
Yeah, that's a good word for it. That's some
Good
GetMotiv.
you, Ash. I'm glad you made it today.
I had to be here, man. Yeah.
So you talk about DJing.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing DJing for, and what got you started in that?
Going on about almost 14 years. The first, and actually back to activism, I ain't called myself a DJ for a good year and a half because I was in my room off of that LCC check. And some graduation money, just buying stuff over the summer and through the fall, and actually by August, September, being able to actually go. Like, I was in my room for a good year and a half, like right after graduation, and then like towards the end of like LC's time, like I was going hard in my room. I was finding out about DJ stuff. I was excited, but I wasn't jumping up saying I'm a DJ. I was going hard for a minute. I would invite friends people who are close to me, and I would mix in my room, let them sit on my bed, and just turn the TV off. I'm hiding the remote, and I'm gonna mix, and I'm gonna see the reaction. Because I'm not about to be out here calling myself none. I'm not, because I know how my dad and other people back in the day how used to treat people who was saying what they about, but
you're not really about that life,
right? And let me tell you where my grandmother stayed at, so you understand what I'm talking about when I say I used to hear conversations. We right next to the projects, across diagonally from Shaq's Corner. So if we on the porch right here, and the door right here, it used to be a gray and black house. Shaq's Corner right there. We could shoot right across the projects right there. Like, so when my uncle playing games, people's alternators not getting on the new one, he took it off, went to the junkyard, took your money, and put a used one on. 3-5 days later, you talking about my shit. Don't worry, he gone. You know, he ain't gonna do it again on you if you bring it back. You know what I'm saying? Stuff's going on with, you know, we all had an uncle or somebody, you know, he going over it. So I'm catching it. I understand that people go through things, but they can change and they can still care, and it doesn't matter. I think I just went off from your question. What was your question again?
About just DJing and when you.
Yeah. So you're see how I'm going up. So man, a year and a half before I called myself a DJ, and at first it was D-Grind the DJ, and people were like, that's too long, and
it is.
Yeah,
too wordy.
Is it?
I think
How are you so fast to judge that, though?
I know.
That was fast, but I respect it. So then I was just like, man, just D-Grind. I was like, just D-Grind. I didn't want to change anything else. And like, I don't know. Like, my initials are actually DJ.
Okay.
But I never met a kid named DJ that
See what I mean? That's full circle shit.
My middle name is Jamar. So
I like that name.
Thank you.
Welcome. Well, give me that. Fuck yeah. So
I'm glad you like it, Jacob.
So you say you have a DJ and multimedia company. What else do you do?
Grind Mobile Pro Sound. So along with DJ services, weddings, setup lighting. If you just needed sound, we can set up sound. I've done that just about every genre except for like country and like super duper like classic. But I still do classical events because I'm on Wedding Wire in the Knot. Grind Mobile Pro Sound Entertainment, DJ D Grind, 5-star rated wedding DJ. So yeah, even if you just need audio and you just need lighting, we'll do that as well. If you need to set up your man cave or put some stuff up, I'm gonna set that stuff up too, but need some more advertising funding. And for any investors out there, I don't know if y'all.
So earlier in the episode, you talked about having to leave, go to different places, learning different things.
Yeah.
In your bio, you mentioned you spent time at a marijuana farm.
Yes, legal
In California.
Put that out there. Yeah.
He was good. How was it? Like, how was that experience?
It was a grand experience, but it wasn't like no Netflix stuff where like I was in a tent in mud, like, not showering. It wasn't anything like that. Shout out, I don't want to say their name because I don't know what they got going on, but shout out to my people that was out there and the family that was out there who welcomed me. And I was just learning about like what they do, like the process, their paperwork, how they do what they do, how they're on their P's and their Q's and they're crossing their T's down their I's, because out of nowhere in California, if you don't know, they have helicopters just like monitor the sky. Yeah, like they're just so they know who's who and they know if you're not who you supposed to be. So I was just learning. Obviously they're growing, helping things grow, learning about that side, and then also just seeing how different people are that are running businesses and also caring about the community. How it's not a cookie cutter. You can just how you can serve God, how you want to serve Him correctly. You can be out here serving the community in your way, how you see fit. As long as that's how you rock it.
Right.
If you choose and not to, like so that's just how it is. Like, and also the health benefits. Also how the stories of people talk about how communities were poor. Nothing, but they had land and they started using it and people started buying, and now they have new roads. now they have newer businesses, cafes, obviously when you get into that medical or recreation, you got to be safe and people got to be secure, like, so that is highly important. But I think right now we got Rise and we got some other people out here, but I think when it goes to other levels, as long as we keep our kids safe, as long as we educate people, and as long as we keep it real and not be on some party stuff all the time, we can all be safe and we can all,
enjoy responsibly.
Do you
not even just enjoying responsibly, but taxes and money is distributed.
For sure.
Let's not lie. If we need better teachers, then maybe we need to pay better. If we need people to care about this side, maybe we need to invest in people who can investigate or get the data so we can be like, boom, we need this, boom.
We got to create our own schools for all that. But
now seeing that you were in California
we need our homes right.
At that marijuana farm, so you were there, it was legal. Would you want to see something like legal recreational marijuana here? Would you be a fan of that?
They already have farms in Oberlin and Wellington.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
A lot of people do not know that.
I think that
I know people that work there.
Some of them job postings is on Indeed. Now this doesn't mean on Indeed because they ain't got to be on no plug. Right. But there are some spots already not far from you. So, that's not to say like, I don't know them, but everybody has their reasons for getting into it. But I bet you it's more corporations, the bigger ones. So if you're not thinking of it now, or if you got some people, better it be some community people who've got some stuff together and getting their piece instead of Google and all these other spots that are in California, in that area. Because Ukiah is not in the Golden Triangle, but it's right outside. So, yeah, if they have Google, all them places that you think they all, you know what I'm saying? They're buying that land, doing that, and they're battling with Mexicans. So if we can get in and we can be safe and we can be community about it and we can be protective about it, why not? But again, I feel like that's only going to be if everybody gets their cut. Everybody is able to help the community grow, and it's not just going to pockets and all
that's
that
the main thing.
And people don't care about the safety because it will get out of control if it's not.
Absolutely.
So yeah. The same money you spend, yeah. Can I cuss on this?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah, you can.
So yeah, all you, and when I say niggas, I mean everybody, every color, all y'all niggas in Lorraine, because we all diverse out here. That doesn't mean everything's gonna go buck wild. No, that means the same money you're spending in dispensary, a portion of it goes to the police, it goes to the city schools. Like, and if you ain't got rich yet and moved your kids out, and you still making babies out here, and you don't care about the community and what's going on, and you're just doing whatever you want to do around your kids and wish kids, you need to at least know where the money's going. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
For real.
No, that's real rap though, because like, man, that's right on the.
But
Man.
And it ain't for everybody.
No,
it ain't
it's
for
not.
everybody.
But to hear like all that passion behind it, they're like, what's your why? Like you got a nonprofit, you got your own business. You went to LC to get a business certificate. You've done these things.
You want a statue or something?
Well, what's your why? Like why do you wake up every day and do the shit you do to help your community?
Man, now the why is a bunch of different things, but one of them is I'm just answering the voice I believe God put in me.
Okay.
Because for a while, we ignore a lot of voices in our head. I'm not talking about emotion. Emotion is very. Emotion is at the moment.
Right.
A lot of people, act on their emotion right then and there. That's not, no. So, my why is because I've seen other people do things great, and like, man, it's hard to pin a bunch of whys, but let me tell you one thing that's for real that maybe y'all just relate to. I watch videos of Trade of Truth E40 when they'll step up around Texas when things go down. They out there putting gas people? Are they out there providing water? They're out there getting boats, getting people out of their homes. They out here riding, providing sport programs for small cities outside of they city where they came up in, because they know it's fucked up over there, and it can be worse because it's Houston. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, when I look at people like that, I'd be like, why we ain't got nobody out here really putting on and really protecting our people? But if you're not protected, because you can't protect everybody, but why we ain't got nobody putting on and just being real about it? Why we ain't got nobody that's just hustling about it? I'm like, no, why am I waiting to ask these questions? Well, I see shit's fucked up. I see niggas as Kevin babies and talking about they don't care about the area and this, but to keep making babies. I see them out here, and I see the shift of relationships and how things work out with people, whether it be man to man or man to female. Mm-hmm. However things were, business, personal, all that, you know, friendship. I done seen all this go sour. I done seen both sides of it. Ain't nobody doing nothing about it. That's okay. I'm not saying you're gonna save everybody. Ain't nobody out here trying to save nobody. And that's not the mission. But somebody got to be a beacon of something positive and something that's real out here, because plenty is not. And as I've been doing some more volunteer work, there's plenty out here that ain't taking care of business. Mm-hmm. So to keep it 100, like, a lot of y'all ain't on no GetMotiv time. Like, y'all motivated to do some bullshit.
They motivated to party on the weekends
all week. And then but then even people who are in control and are on top, they still be fucking up too, where I'd be like, you ain't about to run that on me. Mm-hmm. See, because my mom and my dad, they always taught me, pick up your pants. And we know you know about slang. You ain't gonna talk like that. Mm-hmm. See, I come from that. See, I'm one of them kids that was talking white, but really my mom, my pops is on my ass. So I really don't give a fuck, because I see after I realized when you go to college and shit like that, 1 out of 4, 1 out of 5 only got a dad in their household. And you start to realize, damn, after my birthday parties, all my friends be talking about my dad. They barely talking about the Power Rangers and the Batman cake and the motherfucking streamers, and we had chicken and pizza. Like, they ain't talking about none of that shit. They talking about my dad. Mm-hmm. After you realize that shit, then you're like, whoa. So you look at the community like, whoa. These drug dealers these days don't even pass out turkeys. They taking pretty pictures.
We got to bring it back for another episode.
Who are these cats? They taking pretty pictures. They ain't for IG. They ain't out here to do nothing no more. So what is it about now?
And there's young people looking up to these people. That's like, man, I want to be just like him. That's my hero.
He whack.
Your hero is whack because, like, he's not giving to his community. Like, he's not feeding his community. He's not reinvesting in
And I'm not
community.
saying he got to do what he got to do, but you got to do what you got to do depending on your situation. But if you're not even going to care, that's another thing. When I did my first, we was in the rain. Like, you know, and then after that, you know, next year, you know, instead of doing so big, you know, just gonna pack up the SUV with about 20 to 30, make up different runs at Apples. Shout out to Apples over there, Overland Ave, Meister Road, and we just gonna pack up meal packs, and we're gonna drop them off at different places. Like, we just gonna do this differently because we ain't really gotta be up front. Yeah, we realize that, but at the same time, it's cool if we do it in a cool way, in a positive way, to show people ain't gotta be about that rah. Is that? No, come out here and kick it. We buy, yeah. Come get this.
You're doing it to do it. You're doing it to do it. You're not doing it for the photo. We're doing it because we want to do it because we fucking care.
Yeah.
My whole thing is, like, intention behind what you're doing, though. Like, if you're conscious of that you're poisoning your community and you keep doing it, you're not good for our community. Mm-hmm. We need you, like, removed because you're not helping the progress of what we're trying to make. And more people are going to listen to you because they have the flashy cars, all the money, the popular girl. That whole persona, we see it in front of us.
Yeah, we see it. And I've seen other people in other cities do it and get out of it, obviously, of course. We don't want it goes, but they've given back. So when you see people out here causing problems, and really in the St. Lorraine, it's not that bad, because really, as I talk to council people and look at certain data, like, it's really only like less than 5% of a group of people that are actually really causing the same amount of crime. So when you look at that, it's like, really, you just have, like, I hate that term, but really, you just have a few. You don't even have a lot, because, you know, look at the size of the city. Look at, you know, less than 5% of crime isn't even really spread out. It's really the same group or the same amount of people. So, and the cops know who it is. They just have certain things strapped up to them where they can't go out and just grab them. So what are we really talking about? I just realized we a lakefront city. You know how long it took me to realize that? I had to go different places and think about where I came from. Like, damn, we really is a lakefront city.
Yes, we are.
Like, that sounds suburban as hell, but it's like we got diversity out in
And
this
that's the
month.
thing.
Like,
It's all about just flipping that mentality switch of like, we really are like we can be something.
We're the 10th largest city in the state.
Yeah.
yeah,
we're a big ass city.
What? Like,
I thought we were 8th.
No, about 10.
Okay.
About 10.
No, I did the show at, I think it's the Mad Dog in Cincinnati before, and I was talking to somebody about Lorraine. They was giving me more information I knew about Lorraine. I was like,
Like what?
You from Lorraine?
Right.
So you talk about our accolades and stuff like that. What's your short-term goal for your DJing and the Grand League, and what's your long-term goal for both?
short-term goal for the Grind League, because I won't disclose all that, but I'll disclose some of that. Phase 1 completion. I'm just getting to that back. Phase 1 completion of the Grind League would be getting these courts renovated. From there, we can actually begin a 3-on-3 basketball program once we get the okay from another city.
Your city, Jacob, Illyria.
Yeah, they show me love like I live there. GetMotiv. So we got something next year over there for them people over there.
Okay.
At South of Rec, hopefully. Shout out to y'all Mayor Whitfield.
Hey, I seen him Thursday morning at the donut shop.
And I like
out here.
I like that he's in position too, because like he's from this area and he knows like the struggle of growing up, being who he is. Mm-hmm. And he's like, okay, I can make a difference. So
yeah, because Lorraine County as a whole, I want the Grind League to touch. Lorraine, Illyria. We'll go back for Lorraine, Illyria, and then until we can obviously be full time. But basically, phase 1 completion would be in Lorraine getting the court renovations done, getting a summer 3-on-3 program going for youth, teens, and adults in the park. In summertime, like. Mm-hmm. Every week having it over there. Illyria having a program that we already have proposed with them. And then from there, we would stop phase 1 because those programs will be done. The parks will be better. The tournament can continue to go on. From there, that can keep going. We'll continue to do community work and continue to volunteer, continue to get better and try to receive more funding. And start getting into more performing arts, teaching the youth, and then baseball. Because like we talked off mic, I like that term, off mic.
I like that. Professional, very professional.
Off mic. So, like we had talked before, off mic. Yeah, baseball, Grind League baseball.
Yeah, let me know about
Grind
that.
League performing arts, teaching people how to DJ, how to beat make.
How to make a podcast.
How to podcast, but not even just performing arts. I don't want to show nobody young how to be an artist. That's easy to be an artist. I'm gonna show you how to line these lights along the wall, tape them, insurance quality. Because we trying.
Hey, nobody wants their insurance claim.
I want to show you how to set up the fog for a Halloween theme, for a wedding theme, for an engagement party theme. I want to show y'all how to do that. So if you ever need to set up anything on your own, you grind work. From there, party planning is easy. Like and they have degrees for that. Like, come on, some of this stuff is just go out there, get it. Like, because some party planners that I meet, they ain't got no degree. Like, they just was like, I gotta get it.
Straight experience.
Old school. I do this shit.
And as a wedding DJ, like, there's nothing better than being able to have multiple seasons where I'm good. I really don't need to work this dead end job. I'm gonna chill for the next 8 months because I actually saved up some and I can keep going. Now, obviously, you need a job because you want to keep working, but honestly, when you can be an entrepreneur, that is something that high school will never teach you because you're not in line with the plan. You know what I'm saying? And like
that pipeline that they
So the Grind League, I want to service Lorraine, Illyria. Shout out to I forget his name, but he has like the Illyria South softball. Like shout out to him. I like what he's doing out there. I feel the same way. Like, I don't want to. So my experience with Lorraine Youth Baseball was like I played Lorraine Youth Baseball at Campana Park. We're good enough. You get the player of the week. You check out the stats, all that cool stuff. I got picked up for tournament teams. I got picked up for travel league teams, CVBA, Cuyahoga Valley Baseball Association. That's big. Travel league baseball throughout the state of Ohio and outside. Like, easy 60 games, 11, 12, 13, 14 to like I stopped freshman year, but then I realized I didn't want to play high school baseball because I didn't like no coaches or the team. So then that's where I stopped baseball. But that showed me I played on 2 travel league teams, and Lorraine Wolverines played with Cam Castro. He actually went to play be a pitcher with the Blue Jays and some other farm league teams. I think he's actually coaching farm league baseball now. So shout out to Cam. Played a couple other dope guys. You might know David Jerfy. I played with him. Some other just like some
That's my boy.
Yeah, some other skill guys that just played baseball with, that played on their high school teams and did some good stuff, got some accolades. And then I played on an Avon team. That showed me what gated communities look like. And I ain't never seen gated communities coming from Lorraine. Like, and that opened up my mindset, and I learned about people's parents. Like, I always knew other people have parents, their group of parents, but when like my mom and dad divorced, like, we out here and I'm still seeing, so they're showing me stuff, and then they would take me out and show me other stuff and things, and I'm like, whoa. And to this day, like, some of them guys got in gated communities. Best believe as we continue to grind, they're probably going to be able to help out, and do some things. But it just opened up my mind, opened up resources and stuff like that. So we got to have a Lorraine youth baseball, and we have to have youth programs out here. I never was the intention to start Grind League and look and service that, but I keep finding out some bullshit. It just was just like, that's not cool.
Yeah, so it's like you're like, I'm gonna do this because it's not being done right, and you see the need for it. In a way.
I'm not saying I'm gonna do it better than anybody, but I don't see nobody with no umph gonna bring to it or gonna care about the black and brown or the mix out here like that. Like, if you only gonna care about, what I mean. But at the same time, with the I'm all about growing. Like, I ain't scared of no gentrification because honestly, like, if we I'm not scared about that, because for real, like, there's enough flavor out here that really ain't gonna pop like that. We really, eventually, some of y'all gonna get on board. Most of y'all ain't about no boss stuff. Like, some of y'all about the wave. I'll get on it when everybody else is ready to go in waves. Then I'm ready to go. Like, that's why people want to move and go to a bigger city. That's cool and all that, but you ain't built up shit. Like, I felt like I couldn't be the biggest DJ in the country if I ain't go to Cleveland and get a residency. I did, but I can't go. That be it. Like, you got to keep on going. That's why I keep on doing gigs out that way in Lorraine County. But now I see that from 117, I'm giving out some salt, from 117th Street, Cleveland, all the way to, I'll say, about to just before Toledo, Perrysburg. I feel like black-owned and black and brown-owned businesses are lacking, and especially in entertainment, like media, DJ services. Man. And like, I'm a wedding DJ. Like, I've realized, like, it's a big miss. Norwalk, Finley, that area as well too. It's a big mix. So I'm trying to grow in that market as well, but I'm seeing like there needs to be representation, and they got to be about it. You can't say you're going to be about it this way but not the other way. I mean, you can't say, oh, we need money for this, but you ain't willing to go see if them people about it, if fill out the paperwork. Ain't nobody asking to get all up in your business. They just asking you to be about your business, period.
That's simple.
I love your passion, by the way. I just want to say that.
I appreciate you.
How you just like talk and just get real motivated.
I'm motivated.
I mean, what's your end game? 40 years from now, everything's said and done. You lived your legacy. What do you want to be remembered for? People see you walking down the street.
Man, listen. On some real stuff, growing up, I didn't know what I wanted to be. But you ever watch a James Bond film? How he walks in, everyone just kind of stops a little bit what they doing to look at him, to either give him a head nod or give him a damn, or not even say it, but that was that look she gave you. Or he just gives you that, damn, I gotta watch out. Even a big dude who's taller than you, still like, I might have to watch out for him because we're men, that's how it is. Or like the guys that are sitting there like, oh, that's it's respect. It's not fear, but it's definitely. I'm watching around this guy, but I'm gonna respect him because it looks like he's informed. It looks like he's confident. It looks like he's about it. I want it to be like that. When I was young, I used to watch old James Bond movies. Rest in peace, my grandma Ethel Winborn. I just like that. You know what I'm saying? Walk in that room, be about your business. No one has to know what you about, but they'll get this. They'll get this if they want it.
All right, they ain't fucking with it.
You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't have to have the crowd walk in with him. You know what I'm saying? You even notice too, like in the James, I'm getting off a little bit. I mean, but you know, I noticed in James Bond, if you walk in with a lady, he let her go walk and go do her thing. He go do his thing. How many dudes would do that with their chick?
See,
whether you caught her off the swipe or you just been with her for years. How many dudes would walk in with her, look good with you, and then just let her walk, let her go do her thing? Like, maybe she'll talk to somebody else. I'm gonna get my drink. She eventually gonna bring me a drink. What?
You sound like talking about me and my wife. That's literally how we get down. Like, we'll go anywhere.
That's some real shit,
bro. Because it's like we'll go somewhere, and I'm like, okay, just circle back whenever you go socialize. You're like, okay, come back. I'm chilling with these guys most of the time. Whatever. Like, it's just
and you can do that around your friends or not around your friends.
Yeah, but you gotta have a sense of like confidence and security in who you are and what you're about. Because if that don't work, then you're gonna be like, what the fuck you over there doing?
Man.
Who you talking to? See, you're not secure with yourself.
Oh, he bought you a drink?
That's real.
No, we're gonna argue about that later on.
That's real. So I didn't know what I wanted to be, but I knew I wanted to be respected when I walked to that industry, or if I step into your lane, I'm in your industry now. Because now I realize doing community work that a nonprofit is still a business. You still gotta operate.
No, you're right.
You know, and when you step into somebody's lane, they see you can build up some steam and you can get some things going, and you don't care about certain sides, and you're okay. Like some people get threatened by that. Some people get threatened by receiving funding in your first year and a half, and some people go multiple and they can't get the grant or whatever right to actually receive the money. And then receive that money, return it back, recap all that, all good. You know what I'm saying? Without no iffy business. You know what I'm saying? You know, because we got to be represented right.
I'm with you.
Get motive all the way. You know what I'm saying? You got to be represented right. You can't be about no, I'm not going to do that. No, we're really going to do it. We're going to have to do it. So that's why I go back real quick. When City Hall, I was outside waiting for the bus to come through, and then I got a call. They want to meet with you. I'm like, who wants to meet with me? Council people want to meet because some of them just didn't, no disrespect to nobody, they just didn't know what I was doing. They didn't understand what was going on, who these people were that was pulling up. They seen the email, they seen the information I sent throughout the whole City Hall about these buses coming, but they didn't know what that meant. They was taught, they heard about me trying to put together a fundraiser around All-Star Weekend, but with some bus, but they didn't know what that was, and they realized what it was, and I'm taking them around the city, and they want them to go to another spot. We only had plans for 2. We made it 3 because they realized they caught it, and that's all good because better late than never. But like everybody can't work on everything, so some of y'all are gonna have to delegate to someone. Like Drake said, they gonna have to respect it. They gonna have to accept it. Period. To get motive way, because if I'm
He's
gonna represent,
so motivated. I love it.
if I'm gonna represent for real, if I'm gonna represent, I'm not gonna do it just cause.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it because I want some other people to be like, now I can do some stuff over here.
And most of the time,
I ain't the only tournament that gotta go on. I ain't the only one that's gotta be doing something for the young and volunteering. Like everybody can do it their own way.
And most of the time, like somebody has to do it first in order for other people to do it.
And I think that's what this podcast is. That's what we do. We like to bring people on like
Y'all got
you.
a good one.
We try to encourage others to look, y'all, you are doing this. What can the listener do? What can we all do? It's on us. That's the motive.
Man, you ain't lying, bro. So when I was out there and I was like telling them like, yo, this we can renovate the course, do this, and they didn't realize. So at the recap meeting when I'm sitting down with them, and it's the city people on this side, and I got my people, I got witnesses, I got people who was there, I got people who've been seeing me at Open Door Church Volunteer. Shout out to Joe Gonzalez who was there. When they see this and they see the work that's being put in, I'm passing the proposal around. I'm like, look, some of the things y'all have done before are great, but it wasn't done in a certain way.
Not like this.
And even they admitted. Even they admitted, like, well, we didn't know about certain things. We didn't know about this process. Well, that's what this is. Like, we can do it big and do it really nice so that people can grow with this. People can use this as a resource and can really get with it and grow with it. Then the people around them want to do something similar or something off brand tree, you know.
With you being a kid, like you said, it's Lorain kid and Lorain County kid, how does it feel sitting across from council members, like and doing your own proposal? Like, does that feel intimidating, or do you feel like empowered? Like, I did this shit. People say, "Oh, I want to." You did the shit. You literally did it.
Well, I'm not done.
Well, I know you're not done, but you did that.
No. I was just letting you know. Well, I'm not done. I'm
He's nowhere near done. He's just getting started.
I'm going to keep growing with this because what I realized was I had enough people tell me if anybody can do it, it's you. That's no knock to anybody else, but I'm coming with a different type of energy. I'm really out here caring because I see what y'all doing, and I'm still going to be nice and be conservative about how we talk about things because I understand we will have to respect each other. We have to be very mindful of how we go about things. No, if we go represent, we gotta be mindful about how we go at people when they're knocking us or they're not paying attention to a certain side or demographic, because park is for the courts, mostly for the young males. But if you put beautiful art, and you include local artists, and you can include the concepts of what the young people want to see with the colors and with the vibes and with who they are, what it represents of them, you put that onto different parks. Maybe you should do 3. I would like to do 3. See, that's me being political. I would like to see 3, but if we could do 2, Oakwood and Central, and actually Oakwood would be the cheapest based on the quotes I provided with them from the people in the proposal that's in it. You'd be increasing the women and children wanting to come in, and the people with different aspirations and different things that just want to be there, want to take pictures there, want to
promote more diversity.
And just some of the things, when you put art on a pavement like that, it ends up in museums. It ends up on a Pinterest page or an Instagram page of look at these parks. Like, it ends up being promoted by itself. So why take away that chance, that opportunity to make something beautiful? Someone might be able to see that park from some view of their window and see something bright during the day. So when the sun shines on it, or when the snow just softly laying down on it and covering this, also, it's art. Boom, it's art. They'll come out, they'll look at it. They might sweep it off just to be like, look, it's dark and gloomy, but you can see the courts from here when you drive past Central, or you might drive winter time. You might drive through Oakwood, and now they want to put a lights program through Oakwood Park through Christmas because you got the court that looks beautiful. Yeah, get that off.
Let's keep highlighting this area.
Now we increasing. Now you see what we doing. Now you see what we're doing, and at the same time, we still got a court. And we still have things that might grow from that. Like, I want to do a Grand League 3-on-3 youth program at the parks. I want to go back and forth from Central Oakwood, and just, you know what I'm saying? So, like, this week, we're doing youth and adult team games, 3-on-3, real quick and nasty. Like, we ain't going to take all day. We're going to have a couple DJs out here. We're going to kick it. We're going to go from there.
And most of the time, like, people are looking for stuff to do. And now you're providing fun things to do when it's warm outside.
In Lorain, in our community.
In our community. Like, there's
not going
so many other. You don't have to go to North Olmsted to go play basketball.
No, Westlake.
Or Westlake. Or Avon Lake.
Just because they have nicer courts.
Yeah. It's literally it.
Like, that sounds like something you saying sounds like something a Parks and Recs department would be doing. You know what I'm saying? They do have that as far as creating activities and producing those activities and making sure the right people are involved. Now, they not so much, but to their respect, if you do the research like I have, just loosely, if you look on Parma, Mentor, any of those sites, those city sites, they will have their Parks and Rec, and you click a link because it's a third party that takes care of it.
Yeah.
And you just go through there, you do the sign up, you do the registration, you probably come to a city hall owned residence or facility where you'll get your shirt and you'll do your official in-person resignation, get your information, you go from there.
But it's a collaboration.
But it's a collaboration with the city. We barely have that. And if we do what we talked about off mic, they do that little thing over there at that park. And if we pray it doesn't cut out LYB, possible or current LYB, but we need that because we need the development. So it has to go from T-ball to youth because, you know, kids leave high school and then get contracts playing baseball. So, you know, that's another avenue. But we can't fix the area and not look out for our people. So if I have to step up and kind of use the grind league for that, then I would, and I'd be down for it. But obviously I'm going to need some help. You know, contest committee, you know what I'm saying, and people who have other experience doing that. And I've been doing my research and I've been talking to some people, but it would have to be done right. And obviously, you know, the experience, you ain't got to worry about experience with me because I'm going to learn it. I'm going to grow my own from there. So,
no. So basically, like, what we need more of is we need us. We need our generation, people who are like us, like-minded like us, to just start getting out there, start doing things, start talking to people,
get active,
and get motivated, get motivated. So, Jacob,
I don't have nothing else.
No,
I was gonna see if you ready for a mental check today.
Oh yeah, dang, we was just like going in. Okay, so.
I got you.
All right, so
I see you had the how I brought who posted Lorraine. I really was just hitting them up off Instagram.
Okay,
and we were talking, and we fit their demographic of communities that they would work with. Okay, and again, they're willing to come out here. And they want to come out here again. Hopefully, we could have them for Grind League 3-on-3. But as of right now, Grind League 3-on-3 is still going on September 3rd, 4th, and it's going to be dope. I hope I can have you guys
sucks because like
I wanted it's your anniversary.
I wanted to be there last year so bad. I'm like, man, I'm getting married. I couldn't even be there.
And then that's your anniversary, so it's going to be a tough pool for you anyway. I actually cancel wedding gigs so that I can do it now.
I hope my wife understands.
Yeah. So
well, hey, Ash, we'll be there.
But man, like overall, man, I love this podcast. What y'all got, man? Because I love the different voices. I hate podcasts that only I hate podcasts that are only like 1-2 people.
Yeah,
I like the different perspectives. And for real, like,
thank you. Yeah.
It's hard to do a podcast. I've tried to do one, and being consistent is hard. And the fact that y'all got season 2 is like, whoa. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some real shit.
Because, like, we do our own, like, even when we first started this, I told them, I'm like, let's really, if we're going to do this, let's really do this. So, like, let's break it up. Season 1, that's like when we first started. We're in kind of like season 2 now. Mm-hmm. We're about to enter season 3 pretty soon. So it's like you're growing with us as the time goes. So like keep listening, subscribe, and we'll be more visual in the future. Like we got a lot of things coming. Like we'll be at the Grind League when he starts doing this like stuff at the park.
Somebody's gonna bring out their camera for that.
Nah. Oh, most definitely. I'm telling y'all, like I had a whole sound system, sound guy. Like, yeah, I want to do something, man. We could definitely set it up. Cause for real, like this is part of what they was calling a renaissance. I was talking to my friend. He was like, "That's what a renaissance is." I was like, "No, but it's like a group of people and they do a bunch of stuff together, but they all different." Though. He's like,
"No, that's right though."
He's right.
Like.
Yeah, that's a renaissance.
That's a renaissance.
Like, yeah.
So do you have any questions for us?
Yeah. Well, y'all kind of answered it consistently, little part. But for real, I mean, officially, how long have y'all been like? How long did it take y'all to come together and talk about this before you actually got it going?
It took us like 3 or 4 months. It was the summer of 2020. We were talking about
June.
It. And we actually had bought some really shitty equipment. And
you mean unlock it?
Yeah, it's just
all right, hold on.
Mm-hmm. Hit pause real quick. Dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go piss.
That's why she's working.
Let's see.
Yeah, so that's this question.
Yeah, we're good.
Right.
That's the question. How long did it take you guys to come together and talk about a podcast before you actually did? Because y'all got enough people where it's like you gotta be a brain trust about it. I respect that for us.
So we actually,
it's hard for me to work with other people.
Well, we're missing a 5th person, Clifton, and we actually had a 6th person. My cousin Brian was actually the 6th person, and we all got together. It was like a a domino effect of people.
Hold on, and we have another person.
Yes, we had him.
Julian.
We had an honorable mention.
Julian. He's like our manager. He was
yes, and he was on our ass. He was very vital to us because he gave us not information.
Feedback.
He gave us feedback that we needed, and it was very direct. So for that, Julian is honorable mention.
So we've been doing this since 2020. We had some really shitty equipment to begin with. We bought it, and it was like
trial and error though.
Yeah. So now we have this equipment, and I think we sound much better. And you had mentioned in the beginning off the mic, you were like, "Yeah, you guys sound good." So hearing that from someone with a musical ear like that,
yeah, gotta sound right. I
love that.
Yeah, but it does take some time because even with just wanting to take on something like if you don't have other people with you, sometimes you have to like mule in your head if you're gonna do it, how you gonna do it. I'm gonna stay clear of me.
We bounce off ideas off one another, and it's just been really good. I think, and we all their family, right? So all of us, but we've all been friends since for, I don't know, 12, 15 years now. So we have a bond.
Solid.
It's a bond for sure.
I was like high school friends at 8 at the same table and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I didn't go to high school with these niggas, no.
Oh, no. Why you say it like that? You say it like, fuck these niggas.
See,
now that's part of the problem with the city we ain't touch on. That south side, west side. You like, oh, they some Admiral King niggas. I don't fuck with them, man.
I wanted to go to Admiral King.
That was the best school.
Yeah, I was a very adamant, I want to go to Admiral King activist, you know what I mean? But then my parents, we moved to Clearview, and then from there, I went to Clearview. But then, if I would have went, I would have been the first year of Lorraine High, so I wouldn't have had the chance to go to Admiral King to begin with. So
yeah, but both my parents went to graduate Admiral King, but my high school diploma is from Clearview because I went to JVS for all 4 years actually. So I learned a lot about how to operate as a businessman, or how to just operate any job in different industries. So I feel you on that. But yeah, we need less of that west, south, east stuff in Lorraine. I know it wasn't you, but I'm just sending that message, man. Get motive with that. Hey, in the wrong way. Hey, enough of that different sides and stuff, because the grind league doesn't care about what sides. We're going to start support as many as we can, and just get off of that, because ultimately we're a bigger city, but I mean, man, just get off of it, man. Just go everywhere, go on every side. It's not that serious.
Did you mention off mic you had another question, or was that the only one?
No. That was a question. That question actually was just a personal question, because I'm a single dude. Okay. I'm single, ladies. Single. No kids.
Oh, we're going to attach all the information.
No baggage.
It's like a Tinder bio.
At 1D _ grind on Instagram. I do reply to the DMs. They are needed.
He said,
I don't slide in DMs.
He said my DMs are open.
He said I'm making more than just parties.
I'm a page that does what it does. I don't jump in your girl's DMs. I don't do that on Facebook or IG.
Let me tell you something. 2022. It's 2022.
I should start doing that though. Shout out to my cuz L.A. Ron. He in the building too. Shout out to my cuz. GetMotiv out here. I want to let y'all know too, man. I'm dropping my first single, man. It's called Wins. Dropping that June 7th. So look out for that, man. At 1D _ grind on Instagram, man. We're going to be dropping that first single. And we've been producing and everything like that. And I've been beat collabing, selling some beats on the side kind of quietly, because local people tend to not want to invest in themselves as quick, but other people in the world do. Right. So because of that, so check out that, man. Wins. Tap it out.
Tap in.
All right, so before we go, we always do our mental health check.
Oh yeah. So
I
appreciate that too. That's needed.
This week we're gonna let John start it off.
Me?
Yeah.
Real quick, do y'all have a group chat and y'all ask each other what the mental health check is, or y'all just do that every week when it's a podcast?
I mean, we do it every week.
We talk every single day in the group,
day,
so we kind of know on a week to week basis how our week is going. Like yesterday, I told you, I hit $500 on pool tab. So
you know
what I mean. My mental health is going to be a little bit higher. That was just.
So I'm gonna ask one of y'all to put real quick for y'all go. I'm gonna ask another question, because I have dreams of being a game show host or interviewer too. So which one of y'all, put them on blast? Who's the one who be acting like he don't care about nobody's mental health check? Who the one that be like, yes, whatever, I don't really care? Who's the one that be loose with it? He be acting like he ain't trying to disclose, and also act like he ain't trying to listen. Who's that person?
I don't think anybody, honestly. Yeah. And that's not no bullshit. I think we all genuinely care how each other feeling.
Yeah, we all care to a degree. Like, personally, we all collectively don't care about Jacob.
Yeah, they all hate me. hey.
But we love hate Jacob, but like he's just here with us. So you know what I mean. So
unless it's like some life trauma shit, you know, Jacob's week is.
Look.
And do you play a cello? Because you got that orchestra. I've been looking at that all day.
My daughter, she plays violin.
Okay, so you a supporter?
Yeah. Stepdaughter, I got to. Why not? Why won't you?
I thought you was an orchestra.
Nah,
first chair.
Nah, but real shit. The group chat's usually like this. If I fuck up or do something wrong, all they gotta do is type Jacob. Automatically, I call them what I do.
Yeah. So
let me know what I did because I don't know what I did if I fucked up.
Half the times you can't spell right.
Yeah. Oh, I fuck up. Quick story. John verbally assaulted me through a text this week, and I just needed to let the people
all caps?
know.
Was it all caps?
He said, "Jacob, what the fuck?"
Yeah, I came at him.
You dumbass.
Coming in hot.
Were they in all caps though?
Yes. No. But you could tell like he was yelling at me. He said Jacob in all caps. All caps.
No, I didn't.
See, I'm the type of person you gotta let me know if it's.
I could bring up the text right now. Don't play with me.
I did.
Send me a voice note. Like,
Bro, we do that a lot too, though.
we do that a lot too, yo.
He thought I spelled our last guest name wrong, and he's like, "You don't know how to fucking spell," or something like that. And I'm like, "Bro, I copied and pasted his name, like I
from
did."
Facebook?
No, from his email.
Oh.
I was like, I know I didn't mess it up. Dots. Oh. My fault.
My email.
My fault. My fault. I'm like, don't worry. I'll fix your mistake. Don't worry.
That's like retweeting Kevin Samuels is actually alive, but you ain't really research and look into it. Then later on, you like, hey, R.I.P. my guy.
Yeah. I wish Clifton was here for this right now because he would have went in right now. But
Man, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels.
It's just interesting, like.
People, man, and the truth is hard to hear. My dad used to be real honest with me about my friends about coming up back in the day. And honestly, as an adult, you see it and it'd be like, you know what? The truth hurts, man. Some people just like, when the truth hurts, like it is what it is. Like, cause some of them things related to some women now, I grew up around, so it's like, yeah, I see what he's talking about. So, but you gotta respect the perspective because it wasn't all the way false. No. That's all I'm saying.
He just opened up the conversation.
Sorry to cut off your mental health.
Sorry about the mental health.
I'm sorry.
Okay, but John, how are you feeling? 1 through 10 mental health.
Mental health, man. I feel good right now. Like I'm feeling good this week. I don't know, 9 out of 10, I would say. Overall, I went garage sailing today. Jacob actually tagged along too. So I did not do anything, man. Didn't get anything good.
Jacob, you told me you got so much.
I got stuff.
What was the number? I didn't catch the number.
9 out of 10.
9?
No, I'm feeling pretty good actually. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm gonna get to see my family tomorrow. My mom tomorrow. We're gonna go out and have drinks and shit. So, no, I'm boring, man. I'm good. I feel good.
That's good.
Gabe, what about you?
Shout out to that.
I'm on 10.
Okay.
Motherfucking 10.
No, I'm just excited for these fights tonight, honestly. Canelo fights tonight. There's some UFC fights tonight. Believe basketball's on. Very jam-packed sports weekend, Mother's Day weekend, like you just touched on, is tomorrow. That's always going to be fun. I don't know what she wants to do, but I'm sure she want to do something. I've been looking at tickets for the game, so I might... I hit that 500 now. I might really pull the trigger and really do that just to do it.
I'm taking her to brunch tomorrow.
Who?
Your mom.
Don't you got your own mom to let you?
Right, what the hell?
I'm taking her. I'm taking her dad. I'm taking.
You got an infatuation with being a stepdad. That's what that was.
That's my sister.
Jacob's my uncle.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
you would never imagine that
Actually,
either.
like related.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
My mom's his sister.
Yeah. I'm taking my sister, Shanta, my mom, and my dad's coming too.
Okay.
Well, then I'm coming too. Then
I was confused.
I already made the reservation.
Oh, wow. He didn't include you?
So you can't call and say one more.
No, they already confirmed it yesterday.
They could pull up one more
You're
chair.
literally lying.
Man,
I'm not going to get onto the mic.
Walk up in that thing, your head held high, and you pull a chair.
Table for one.
And just make it be.
I mean, you can try. I don't care.
But yeah, I'm a 10. Ain't nothing bothering me this week from like last week. Like we was talking about the stress and shit. So
Yeah, you good, man?
yeah. I'm cool. It's just been, I don't know, man. It's just the change of weather, it being nice and bad, and raining and snowing and then sunny. I'm just tired of having this mixed emotions and shit.
You gotta grow to love it and just think of it as being quick on your toes, because it does get like that sometimes.
Yeah.
But think of it being quick on your toes and try to find some sunlight or try to find that stillness.
I do that, but then when my allergies start fucking me up, it's a different story. You know what I mean?
Mucus is a mug. I like Mucinex though.
Yeah, Mucinex do be
I was
hitting.
gonna say,
Mucinex be hitting.
clearer than some shit.
See, one thing about y'all doing these mental health checks when you listen to an iPod is I be wanting to ask questions and be like, oh yeah, I'm not. It's a podcast. That just me being wake and bake.
Yeah. How are you though?
Yeah, how are you this week?
Man, this week the week flew by.
It did.
It was crazy, and a lot of people felt that way. So it wasn't just me. So I know some of us are all in tune.
I would say the last 2 weeks low key flew by.
I think summer's approaching really fast, and I think that's what we're excited for. Because it's like weeks are flying until summer gets here, and we're going to slow it down. Like, all right, it's Monday.
That is nuts.
Let's drink.
Yeah, I would say, man, I say I'm on 12.
There you go.
I'm on 12.
Break
and
the
the reason
scale.
I'm on 12, man, is because for real, this is my first podcast for one.
Hey.
2, I got my cuz up here in the building. We've been kicking it every playoff game. We've been watching the playoff games. It's been the most entertaining thing I had go on in my life because I be chilling in the crib, single ladies. I be cooking tacos. I be out here.
He makes tacos, ladies.
Here. You know, and a slew of other things. Oh, bakery and pastry from Lorraine County JVS. That's what I went.
Okay.
So you know, and
If you got a sweet tooth, we got you too,
I
baby.
almost said something inappropriate. I'm just going to leave it. We'll talk about it after the podcast.
You're a married man.
Yeah, fillets and treats after. I'm on 12, man, and you know what, man? I thank y'all for having me on this thing because for real, I'm just trying to spread my message on GetMotiv and spread my positivity and be about this grind league. Try to be there for the community. So any way I can help spread that, man, I appreciate y'all and anybody who's listening. Who's in the community, man? Hit me up, and let's get on some GetMotiv together. Anybody can get this positivity, man.
If you want, you can drop your handle where they can find you at Twitter, Facebook,
at 1D_grind on Instagram and Facebook. Facebook Darius space D grind Winborn, WINB as in boy ORN.
And he said that's for all professional and single ladies that hit him up.
You want to tell the ladies your OnlyFans page too, or
I don't have one
yet. He said,
but
he said, I've thought about it.
He said,
I've thought about it.
That's hey.
So
hey, I got tricked by a bot, and I thought, I got a low. So hey, you know,
so
that's another story.
we'll talk about it.
We're at 12.
How you feel, Ash?
Nah, I gotta go. He beat me in rapper with scissors.
Every week they battle who goes last. So.
Oh, okay. My bad. I ain't
No, it's not good. He's at a 10, 12, 9.
The scale's high.
I guess I gotta say like a 9. I'm at a 9.
Correct.
You don't got
You
to
ain't gotta say shit.
Stakes are high, like ribeyes.
I'm a 0. Life is horrible. Yeah, whatever.
But I'm a 9. I really can't complain about nothing. Daughter had NHS induction ceremony. Shout out to her, National Honor Society. So took my dad to the movies yesterday. Went to go see Doctor Strange. Pretty good ass movie. I enjoyed it.
We watched a bootleg version.
Hey.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
You just want to do what you want to do.
That too. But besides that, I really don't have anything else to complain about. Life is pretty good.
That's what's up.
Oh, went garage selling with John. Got some shit.
He said you didn't get shit. So
I got some shit.
I didn't get shit.
He didn't get shit. I got
get
some shit.
Damn.
I know.
I'm gonna come next Saturday.
He got some booth.
Next Saturday for sure.
No, I didn't get no booth.
Bay Village.
Yeah.
Bay Village.
Tomorrow. Or next
Tomorrow?
week.
Next week? Oh.
Was that rock, paper, scissors, or one with the scissors or a rock?
It was run with a paper over a rock.
Okay.
Yeah. Because
I
cash rules everything around me. So,
Oh, no.
yeah, it's fine.
Paper.
All right, so I am at the scale's high. It is.
You can
Bring it down.
Nice.
Just bring it down.
You can bring it down if you want.
Like you do our attractiveness level because we all know you the ugliest motherfucker in this group.
Jacob,
Jeez.
shut the fuck up.
And I'm the only one married, so yeah.
Period.
So I might got a 9, I would say. Life is good, man. We got my boy here on the pod, so like we climbing. Not you, Jacob, but yeah, we're climbing right now, and like I'm just excited for what's to come for us. So yeah, make sure y'all tune in to us, and
GetMotiv. I love
get
that.
motivated.
So
Yeah.
I think that's it. Episode is ended. GetMotiv.
Shout out to our sponsor.
Shameless plug. Shout out to Creative Genius Brand.
What's it cost to be a sponsor?
Ooh,
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about
take?
that off the mic.
Off mic.
I gotta do some push-ups. I gotta read this.
As long,
Kobe
if you
Bryant.
can out push up Jacob, then you're good.
He already out
Test
there.
after.
There you go.
But shout out to Creative Genius Brand for sponsoring this episode. He does our merch. Find it at creativegeniusbrand.org under the IOU merch. Click the little tabby. You see options. Buy some shit. Support some shit. And that's it for the episode.
Keep that shit motivated. Just be motivated.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
And that is going to wrap it, guys. The episode is finished. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to like it, share it with your friends and family, and be sure to follow us on all our social media pages at IOU Podcast 440. Again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the continued support. We'll see you soon. Bye.